My name is RighteousNicky, and welcome to another Overmind game. I'm sorry that the draft is starting a bit late, but I was out tapped and we're going to have to explain what is happening through right here. So first bans are going to be Maiev and Tracer, two pretty solid bans. First pick for them Deckard, two picks for our Diablo and Lexstrasza, and their next two picks are Tychus and Murky. So already the draft seems pretty interesting. Murky, since this game is like a couple of weeks ago that I recorded, Murky wasn't that popular, and it became popular mainly because of this guy that is playing Murky. You're gonna see his name on the loading screen, but you might have a pretty good idea who this guy is. He, in my opinion, is the one that really popularized the Murky soul lane, at least at Hero League. I don't know how competitive it is, but man, this guy really opened the eyes of a lot of others about the Murky potential. We're actually gonna get Nova, which is another insane pick. Keltas as well, Gribo and Keltas. Gribo is one pretty cool player. He is a Trande main, and he is the guy that motivated me to play Trande myself quite a lot. So, mad respect for that. He doesn't actually play Trande himself that much anymore, but that's pretty cool. We also have MACM on our team. I call him Makama in broken Eastern European. He also plays very strange stuff, but he's actually gonna safe pick a healer. And I'm gonna last pick here Valla. And now, I was thinking to go 0 to Void Prison with Diablo, but instead, I'm gonna go Valla because I felt like our team could use some more auto attack damage. And Valla seemed like a hero that can actually counter the Murky much more valuable than a 0-2 valuable lick. So my goal with Valla here is going to be do big pressure on Murky from a safe range without him being able to get to me, damage me at all, or slow me. That's why I wanted to pick a ranged for the solo lane in this situation. And I do play solo lane Valla. Some people know me for that, but I pick it very rarely. Because solo lane Valla has very big counters. And the biggest counter for solo lane Valla is actually gankers. So if the enemy team has a mobile ganker like 0-2, Tracer, Genji, Valira, any of those mobile, or a mobile tank like Muradin, maybe a noob, you're gonna have a very bad time. So I only pick Valla if I know I'm going to be extremely safe, and versus their team I can beat that. We're actually already gonna lose 2 people, which is not very cool, but I've been putting some very good pressure on the Murky so he is able to not get any push on me, and as well as just trying to kill his fish, so he has a bad time dealing with the minion wave. Now, me doing that forces me to actually overextend, and as you can saw there, Tro actually came and tried to gank me. Unfortunately, he did that from the wrong side, in my opinion. He should try to go through the second bush and try to come from the behind. But what I'm gonna do there, as you can see, I took a tower shot, but that was intentional actually. I didn't just randomly took a tower shot because I'm a noob. No, if you paid close attention to the bottom left of the screen, there is a timer on my passive, and I wanted to keep that timer on 10 seconds so I can continue generating quest value on my level 1 quest, which is going to be, I don't remember the name, but it's basically it upgrades the vault. And the vault reduces, when you complete that, reduces the cooldown of vault from 10 to 5, and that is extremely good, especially if you want to kite people, and especially versus a Murky. If you dive with E, especially with that build, with full A build, single target, with Dead Dealer on level 7 as well, if you dive on Murky and get a kill, you get an instant reset and you can use it again. So that's pretty cool. Now this build is actually very mana hungry, but it allows you to trade very well 1v1 to a point that you can just win pretty much versus a lot of people, a 1v1, and then just go back safely to base after you win and push the lane. Now I'm gonna go back for mana because it is a very mana hungry build, and I'm gonna try to get a 1-for-1 trade left for right until the team is contesting the middle. We see the Murky on the left, so If Trout doesn't show up here and chain light me, yeah, he's not. We're gonna do a 1-for-1. Now our team has been doing quite a lot early game here. So this doesn't look very good for us. I'm gonna try to join them here. Maybe a 4v4 situation is gonna be fine. Since Murky is on the top, I'm seeing an opportunity to dive on the Tychus there, but he's gonna get healed. I'm gonna be casting this. Trout doesn't have a lightning, but I'm gonna get interrupted by the Deckard. I'm gonna try to cast again. Yeah, Trout is coming from the side. I'm gonna try to go aggressive there with the damage. Diablo tossing him around. Very nice turn closer to our team, but we actually won't have the mobility to get to him. Now Murky did heavy push the top lane, so we're actually starting to lose experience, but I really want... Oh, I'm gonna get 1 kill there on the Murky, but I really want to put some pressure for the objective, because as much as we are losing experience, this is one of the maps where it's not a good idea to sacrifice objectives, because we're gonna actually secure the Tychus kill. Because, yeah, it's cool to have level 10 first, but it's also cool late game, if you get wiped, to have more life available to you, to have more time to buy, to turn the game. So in a situation where our team screws up or throws, we could buy that time to soak, but we would have that life. So I think it's important, especially for this map, to trade objectives over soak most of the time. And I'm actually gonna be able to complete my level 1 on 4 minutes 39. That's extremely early. I did put extra effort to try to maintain it as quickly as possible. And with Dead Dealer, now I'm going to be a very big aggressor on the top lane. So we're still 1 level behind here. My team did push the top, and I'm just gonna return to my normal duty here, which is hard push, kill the fishes. I didn't manage to do it this time around because I was a bit late to the party, but just hard push against the Murky, so he's not very valuable. Now, if this was another map, I know this Murky player, I know how he plays, he would have instead went behind the fort and pushed the lane, so I go and chase him. The thing is that, the good thing about this tactic is that whenever I realize that he's already behind the fort, he would have already cleared the wave. So this is actually not an ideal map for the Murky. I'm gonna get 1 kill there, but the Tychus is going extremely hard on me. Probably gonna die, yep. I was a bit surprised of the Tychus gang. That was not a worthy trade there, though I did get a tower plus a Murky kill. So probably the experience value was kinda even, but generally it's not cool to trade a dead timer Murky for Valla. Now they do have level 10, so our team is probably gonna pass the 2 objectives. I'm gonna be coming here, Dragon is going to be wasted, and I don't see, like, Nova again is gonna die. I feel like Nova has been dying quite a lot, but I don't see how we're going to be able to do anything to defend this. Oh, they actually interrupted me with Deckard. They're probably gonna start coming pretty close. Tychus coming in, he's... Oh, I actually did manage to cap it, just at the edge of the Deckard. Poke there. I think their team should have went a lot more aggressive there, though they have Trow on the bottom, that's why maybe they were restraining themselves a bit. And I'm gonna try to do an aggressive move on the side, which might not be a good idea, but with my mobility, this build is actually pretty good versus a Deckard support, because you can just E away from his root very easily if you're in a tough spot, and just have it on a 5 seconds cooldown after that, which is extremely good value. So our team is gonna depush the bottom. We're not gonna be using any keeps or forts or anyway, but they're gonna get forced to maybe fight on the bottom without 10. Now I did see Murky on the bottom, but I'm gonna keep pushing the lane. I'm gonna go Reign of Vengeance. Is a very good, it's the better 1v1 talent when you want single target burst and keep auto attacking instead of strafe. And they do have a Sundering, so I wouldn't really want strafe in that situation. Now, my team is fighting 4v5 there, they seem to be losing, and from the looks of it, Murky did went Octograph, and with Alex Raza we don't have a cleanse, and we're just gonna lose 4 people there and a fort. So that is not good at all, guys. Our team has been consistently losing here. Now what I'm gonna do is trade 1 for 1 on the keeps here, because I know that the enemy team is gonna need some time to come to me. I saw Murky coming on the map there, but I'm not going to be that afraid of him. I still need to try to put as much as pressure to secure that keep in return, and level 13 to level 10 doesn't look very good for us. As you can see, the dead dealer burst damage is really helping me out. I'm gonna overstay actually. Since I know the objective is on the bottom, I can just overstay and try to put some pressure on the troll. Now I did miss my ulti there, but you need to realize that I sent that ulti in that direction because I thought the troll would go chase me. So it was a position for a defensive positional ult, I guess. That seemed like a waste for no ulti. Maybe we don't want to lose the keep. Maybe we should have traded boss for the objective. I don't know, but Alex Raza is getting cooked at the moment. I'm in a very bad position and I'm out of mana, so I cannot escape. I'm gonna try. Oh, Octograb. I'm probably dead here. Nice Alex Raza heals there. Murky is gonna die, but I don't know how much I can survive. The last 5th heal of Alex Raza just went in, but I'm gonna die. I just didn't have the mana. Okay, so map-wise, it seems pretty even, despite the fact that we're 3 levels behind. So that's not very optimistic for us at all. Their team has been wrecking us since the early game, especially our 4-man. So things are not working. As I said, things are not looking very optimistic. We need to try to come back at levels and try to get some kind of a successful team fight, because I don't see what we're going to be able to do. Boss is gonna come in, another 3 points. But fortunately for us, just as I told you, we did sacrifice some experience for life. And as you can see, despite that they've been winning from the start, we're not that behind on total core life. We're actually only 4 points behind them. So that's pretty good. We actually have more time to reach the late game and maybe contest them a lot better. We're going to be able to kill this fort, but still we don't have level 13, so we're going to be again forced to fight with more value on the enemy team. Apocalypse going in, but only... Oh, they're actually going to kill Arthas before he uses his ultimate. I'm going to go Tempered by Discipline into Octograb, but that's going to be fine. Murky went extremely deep versus me because I know he went for the tank, fish tank. He always goes this talent, which is whenever he does an auto attack, he gains 75% armor for 3 seconds, so he can just block all my damage. But as you can see, we're actually starting to turn this fight on our side. I know my team is going to be holding the ground there, but I do want to first kill those mercenaries. Diablo is going for the bottom objective, which is excellent. We're actually... this is the fight where they actually need to turn the game around. We're going to get 2 objectives for 4. And we are going to stop the mercenaries, and despite that we're 2 level behind still, we're trying to close this gap. We're more core life, so that's pretty important. Now, not having level 16 is never cool, but we're pretty confident now as a team to fight. Their team is actually going to just engage us. Troll is not even up. I don't know what they're doing, but this seemed like a troll move from the enemy team. Nova ultimate going down, and this is going to be an easy Arthas kill. Murky now showing up. He's just gonna feed us some extra experience with the dead dealer, and multi-shot is just going to be enough. Now I'm still out. Now I just got out of mana, but that is going to be fine. We are closing the gap to 1 level, and I'm starting to feel pretty optimistic this time around that we can maybe turn this game around. Krillon level 16 won't go Manticore. Level 20 is uncertain for me. I think I went for the Fireflight Quiver, because I just want to keep the Murky and Troll and Tychus away from me. Uh-oh, I'm probably gonna get bursted here. Yep, that was a very stupid move from me. Because I used my Volt to try to be aggressive. Problem is, Decker just used his root there, and Tychus just finished me on the spot. So I made a very stupid decision there, and the objectives are gonna pop up. I'm gonna respawn exactly when the objectives come up, so we might have enough time to deal with that. But they got the top keep, so that's not good. And if Keltas, our team just needs to try to force level 16, and maybe we can do a good defense to get at least 1. 1 would be good trade. Ideally we can cap the bottom and slow down the top. But this route on... Holy shit, an Octograb. Alex Raza just gonna get deleted. Diablo as well. I'm gonna try to trade here a bit. I'm gonna go instantly deep, but this is not going looking good at all for us. Taka's going into the audience. This means that we need to disengage, and we actually got only 3 bombardments because we don't have a keep. So this is now starting to look not so much optimistic. Getting pretty well by the audience poke. If they're lucky, they might even get a boss. I don't know what is the timer, but what I'm gonna decide to do here is just hard push the top because I'm the best when it comes to single target damage. And wow, I just need to kill that keep as fast as possible till my team is just soaking the other lanes. Hopefully I'm gonna be undisputed here on the lane. I'm gonna get my HP back with Tempered by Discipline, and 17 to 14 is still a pretty even game. We're going to be even talents now. Of course they can force us on a level 20 soon, but knowing that for the next objective we are probably gonna be on even talents is another optimistic thought for us. I'm gonna be able to finish this keep finally, but it seems like since Diablo did down the bottom that we're gonna be losing the bottom keep. In this situation, I think I'll just push this lane and probably get the mercenary on top, which is actually not on cooldown. Oh, we just keep losing people, man. I guess our team wanted to defend the keep because it wasn't down yet, but damn. Oh, the fish actually did a slow on landing, so that was pretty interesting. We did a murky kill, but it's not going to be enough. But I'm gonna try to put some pressure on the Arthas, which is not going to be enough. Gonna dodge the road. And objective is popping up. Now boss is up, so since they're 5 men up and Keltas is dead, they're probably gonna force boss. I don't really want to face check there. We should try to cap it, to be honest. No. Since they're boss, they might not kill it in time, so it's worth to try to cap it. My other 2 teammates can try to cap it while I'm trying to get the bottom keep. We're gonna get -4. We're actually 5 men now, so we can try to pressure this fight. I see Deckard out of position, but Alex is gonna need some help from Teok to grab. I'm gonna stun the Murky, but is not going to be able to remove the Alex. We're gonna lose the Diablo. Not a good trade. Alex is gonna have to escape with the ulti. She's trying to deal some damage there. I see Ataka's overextending here. I'm gonna stun him. Dead dealer, and Alex trusts the damage is going to be just enough. Now I'm getting the health sustain, doing the manticore damage on the Arthas. He's getting extremely low. Can I finish him out? I need another dead dealer, but stay a while and listen is gonna fuck me over. I'm missing some attacks now. Troll going extremely hard on me. I'm trying to trade. Murky now going with the level 20. Big Tuna Kahuna is just stopping me very hard at the moment. I'm gonna be able to trade with him. He actually didn't win for the fish tank because I'm doing a lot of damage. Now the Troll, I'm gonna execute him right on the spot because he thought that I don't have it, but I did have it. And this is going to be some very nice Q secures by me. I'm going to disengage a bit more so Arthas doesn't go for the root. Yeah, and despite that we're on 5 life left, we actually managed to do a pretty decent fight. We had some back and forth there. We did lose the objective and boss, and now we're starting to lose more keeps here. But it's something. If we get the level 20, maybe if I go for the Farflight Quiver, maybe I'm going to have even more insane duo potential that can help me carry the team. Because it seems that our fighting has been not ideal, but maybe with the late game potential of Valla, we might have a chance. Now, their team secured the mercenary camp, so they're going to be trying to invest those 3 mercenaries for the core. Us being 5 left. We don't have 20 and objective is gonna pop up, so this is not going very well for us. It's a good idea that our team wants to get this keep for the experience for the 20, but is it going to be enough? Probably not. Oh, we just need a little bit more, like another wave. Murky's gonna get the middle, but I think it's worth sacrificing that. Finally level 20 Farflight Quiver. I just wanted this mainly to outrange the Tychus and to be able to kite Arthas and Trow a lot better. And this is going to be a very crucial fight for us. Alexstrasza going instantly into the ulti, just trying to send that damage. I'm gonna try to stop the Murky because Big Tuna Kakuna increases his respawn cooldown. 2 from the enemy team already dead, and since I have the Tempered by Discipline, I can just health sustain even into the Troll and Tychus damage. Troll going extreme low, gonna get the dead dealer for the final shot, and just like that we're gonna execute 3 out of the 5 people. We did get only 3 shots from that, but now we have a time to come back into the game. get some map pressure, the middle keep, gonna depush the top, Diablo's gonna depush the bottom. A camp being secured there, probably by the Murky there, but we just have some time to try to bring back some pressure on the map, so we can later be a bit more on the not losing side when it comes for the next objective. So our lanes are a bit more pushed and we are a bit more comfortable defending. So see Murky going middle. Our team hard pushing, yeah, that's a good idea since their team is already dead. I need to stay on the Murky here so he doesn't get too much siege there. And one thing, now that I'm thinking about, oh, I actually got just secured the Taka's kill. That's a big draw for them. Taka's overextending like this alone. And having a 6-second timer is meaning that this is going to be going very good for us. Now, actually, Murky does has the fish tank because I just hit him for 100 damage instead of 600. So, yeah. And another cube for the throw. So their team just throw this very hard. So we can do 2 objectives, 4-5. Gonna do the mercenary camp. Oh, I see a Murky egg. Gonna kill the Murky, but he's on the top. I was gonna mention that this is a good map for Murky when it comes to egg placement because it's very hard to kill his egg. And the map is generally pretty small, so he can pretty safely play with his egg compared to other maps. But yeah, since they have 2 dead, I think we just straight off secure the 2 objectives, 4-10, and they're going to be left on 4. So it's going to be 4-on-5, which is good. So that means that we can finish the game either with boss, which is 10 seconds. With I'm actually gonna shot call it right now. Guys, go boss. They need to either defend the bottom or go boss, so they're gonna need to spread their forces. So in my opinion, it's more valuable to actually go for the boss. And since I am a Valla, I have the health sustain, I'm just gonna force it alone. Murky is there, but hopefully he's not going to see me. So I'm just gonna trust myself here. I'm checking for the Murky if he's in one of those bushes. And I'm actually not starting the boss. I would have definitely started the boss there. Instead I decided that maybe sitting alone with the Murky is not an excellent idea. We did get 1 shot from the mercenary. And we get a kill on the throw. 2nd kill on the Murky there. Maybe on a Stukov, stay a while and listen. And I'm just pinging to my team again. Let's go boss. Props to my team that they actually managed to get a kill 4v5 there. But I think Stukov just instantly went there. Because they just needed to spread their forces on 2 sides, and we could have just yeah, we could have thrown potentially, but still I think it could have been worth it. See, now we have incredibly good speed there. Their team is probably gonna realize, yeah, Taka's on the side. I'm just gonna stun him in place. Manticore, Diablo stun, another stun, and Taka's just gonna instantly die. Murky last man standing here. Deckard coming with the swallows, but I'm gonna reposition on the side so I kill him easily. Next up is Arthas. Murky last man standing, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be game. Woo! It's very nice when you can come back around when you have been losing so hard the entire game. Nice. Who's gonna get the MVP? It seems like Noah has a lot of damage here, but I did get a lot of push. Oh yeah, son. Whenever you see a solo lane Valla get MVP, not very often, do you? But props to the Thief, by the way. He plays a great Murky. But I think my pick was pretty cool, especially on this map. Maybe if he played on a bigger map like Curse Hollow, I couldn't have done so much versus the Murky, but yeah, this is just going to be a pretty cool game that happened, and I just showed you guys. So that's going to be everything from me from today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay righteous.